Hi, welcome everyone. Okay, so I'm gonna spill out the beans, which how unprofessional I am. Unprofessional I am. There's some software I use. Okay, so which software I use as self-taught web developer to create websites and YouTube videos. Okay, so it's some that's gonna come up to you like really necessary. Some are just really just about. But I use all of them, and without them I could not do any more. Okay, screenshot capture software. Okay, it's probably nothing to you, but like the same time, it's for me is this one here, free snipping tool. So it's a freeware, so you can just type in Google free snipping tool. You'll get it for free. I'm not sure it works on well, I work with the Windows, and I'm not sure if it's the same one for the Apple, but why do I use it? I can tell you straight away. So very first one, I use it actually for studies. So if I go somewhere here, okay, my website. Site4Crew is one of my favorite ones, and I use it for site4crew.com. It's for the guys who wants to actually find a job on the cruise ships. So I actually do work on the cruise ships now, so site4crew.com, it's one of them. So why do I use the free snipping tool? I'll show you right now. So for the studies, this is going to be an example website. It's actually a template. So you have a code, have a split screen, and then you know what's going on. So if you're learning, then you just press print screen. Then you can have all this, and you know where the code is going on. And just click here, make it disappear. And if you're just studying a code and you know like a new example or something, whatever there is, so you have just a Word document, which I always do. If it's a new feature of CSS, well, I'm good with HTML, but CSS is something different. So you program the whole layout and everything. So Control V, well, you just paste it. So you have the code and you have an example in light view, in a live view. So which is good for me. So because I have a code and I have the example how it looks, and it always does me a good. The second thing I use it for is for my videos. So well, basically I would just go on the browser, and there's some free resources for every online content creator, like Wikipedia. As long as you actually give them a credit for the effort they have done, the Wikipedia is free for you as the resource for the knowledge and statistics and for data, and you can freely use it. And if there's a graphics or something, like I don't know, cruise ships, Wikipedia. Okay, so if you need some data or whatever there is, okay, the pictures can come with that as well. So because the pictures are on open domain, so you can actually use them because the people who actually submitted them. If there is yeah, well, like something like this, where the ships are registered in, which like the busiest ports. All right, so it might be a good information for somebody who wants to know where's the busiest ports, where the ships go to. Unfortunately, yeah. So most of the ships are stuck in Caribbean, and lots of people travel there, and they travel from Miami or Port Canaveral in what's the state? I can't remember now. Sorry about that. So you just have a snapshot of this, and you can use it. So you just go to the Word document, you just close it, same time here, but then again you can actually like just glue it into your presentation, and yeah, there we go. So it's like I can actually make it nice and easy and good looking, and I can use it on presentation, but I need to give the credit to the Wikipedia for that. And for the studies, it's one of the best ones, honestly. You have a code example and you know what to write there and how it looks on the right hand side, so it's one of the best. I can't live without it, and I cannot do better than that. So we're not going to save this. We go further. Right, slideshow software. Okay, slideshow software. So all my videos are not really like vlogs of my daily routine. I'm more into the tech. I'm more into the programming. I'm more into the creating videos. I'm more into the studying web development and Android app development. So I use something like PowerPoint, as simple as this. So this is going to be my presentation. There is lots of alternatives for the PowerPoint, and they are free. So you don't need to actually pay all the full suite of the Microsoft Office. So this is Microsoft Office, so this is PowerPoint, and it's called really basically slideshow software, and it's a Microsoft one. It's good for me. It works very good. I did pay the full subscription. I do use the Outlook and I use the other softwares. It does good, and I hope it does good to you as well because I use it. Okay, so screen recording software. This is going to be the trickiest one. I'm using it now as well. That's why I can't even actually click it. It's Adobe Captivate. It actually works very well. The quality is exceptional. Just because they work with Adobe MIDI encoders, you see, well, okay, that's not there. But the quality, the HD quality, the files are so small, they work very good. If I'm gonna click on here, I'm gonna lose my video recording now. Adobe Captivate is probably the most interesting choice to choose, but there are alternatives. So Wondershare Filmora, it's a very interesting choice, to be honest. It has the screen recording, it has templates, so many as I don't know what, because for my video editing I use something else. But it's so simple to use, and it is as good as the Adobe substitute. The templates are so much easier. You just edit them in a widescreen. If you're gonna choose something more sophisticated than this, then you're gonna probably rack your brain like I have done so many times, just to make sure that you're gonna make a good. So you have a timeline here, you could drop in some videos, and you have lots of templates, and templates are so easy to work with, and lots of the other softwares that do not have that, and it's gonna be a slightly like, well, it's gonna be hell lots of work to do. It does the screen recording. The video quality is good. It's not as good as Adobe Captivate. You need to export the files, and a screen recording software is probably the least known. But I'm still hanging on to it because the quality is superb. It's superb, and This is Filmora. It's like $65 I paid about it. It's Filmora version 87. Wondershare. Filmora is the software name, and Wondershare is the company. You can Google it up. It's not for free, unfortunately, but it does quite a lot of things, and you have all these features here. Sample videos, so I can just drag them and drop them, and I'm gonna have them here. So there we go, there's one of them, and it's just gonna be a countdown counter for my video. Okay, I'll stop that, which I have done so now. So this is the screen recording. So Adobe Captivate, because I'm such a big fan of Adobe, you can see it here. The quality is superb, and it's not used to actually have. It's more for education. It does quizzes and everything, online quizzes and everything. It's more for educational purposes. But lots of people who are into this, and they don't really actually appreciate the Adobe Captivate that much. But honestly, for the screen recording, it's the best quality there is and you can ever get. Right, let's move to the next one. So I gave you an alternative there and all this. So video editing and production software. Okay, well, okay, so we're gonna go back to Filmora. I told you it's a screen recording. There's lots of templates. They have music as well. They have lots of free resources and everything, and it works the same way as my favorite software, Adobe Premiere Pro. Adobe Premiere Pro was apparently not available to public, which I remember from like 2 years ago, and it was like used by professionals. It's a good software. It's very easy to edit, to be honest. Like I thought it was going to be way much harder, but the free features like the Filmora has, it is not that well suited for that. Editing videos on Premiere Pro is the same way, to be honest. It's superb the same way. The layout is going to be the same. We're going to have a look at this. There's a timeline, and you have all these features you can use. And I'm not going to show you too many of these, but honestly, the Filmora is like a possible contender to the Adobe Premiere Pro, which is superb video editing tool. And this is where I make all my videos. So I just come up with all my resources, and I'll just upload them there, and then I edit them. And well, so yeah, it always takes a bit of a while because it's like a very powerful software. Let's have a look. There we go. Okay, it just really takes time. And this is where I cut my videos, I make my videos, and I think I know for sure actually the people on a Mac do the same thing. They use the same software. And hasn't even built up the workspace yet because it just takes too much. But Premiere Pro, okay, so it's a new project, and it's gonna look the same. It's gonna look the same as Filmora. It's gonna look the same, guys. And I don't know where you ready to put the new money forward to. Okay. So it's gonna build up the workspace. Let's just give it time. Okay, so Premiere Pro is not that cheap. It's you can have a monthly subscription for all the software gear from Adobe. It's been over like 25 years they've been online. So this is a assembly option. So you just need to import all the videos there is. Okay, let's import all the software we have here. Okay, this is my previous project. Okay, questions and answers. Okay, that's not that. We're gonna go to web development. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, so I need all the slides for this video. Control Okay, that's important. So these are the files I can work with. So these are the video files. These are actually slides I created with the PowerPoint and exported them as videos. So just go to one and just drop them here. And just grab another one just to follow with this slide 2. Okay, there's a video needs to come within it. This is how it works. So same way as Filmora. So this is a timeline. And just hit play. Okay, there we go. So this is the guy. This is my first slide, and then it goes here. Hit play. I need to change. Slide 1 and slide 1 isn't going to do any good. Delete that. Okay, slide 2. Let's drop that in down. Hit the play again. Right, here we go. So one slide I can read over for the video. If there is some voice to begin with, it's going to switch, and there we go. So it's going to switch to the next slide. Super done. Okay, let's stop this. Okay, this is my favorite video editing software. Superb done. Okay, video editing production software is all super done. Okay, we got that. I have lots of things open here, that's fine. FTP client. Okay, so finally we made it to the web development. Okay, FTP client is whenever you have a hosting, so you just buy your domain with the company, and you buy your domain. It doesn't have to be the same hosting company. It's fine. So FTP client is a freeware as well, so you get it for free. This is one of my presets. I get the connection there, and this is my website down here. So I can delete it, and then I can go to my new files. Okay, I don't have any coolestcocktails.com anymore. Bruno Tech is going to be one of the next ones. Well, Bruno Tech is like I'm working on it. Set for crew. There you go. So I can delete it, and then I just go here on the website I created on my own computer, and I just upload it. So all the new files are going up, so all my new website is there. So FileZilla is a freeware, so you can get it free, and you can upload your websites everywhere, anytime. It has to have as a web developer. Okay, so no surprise, Adobe Photoshop. I know there were versions that actually are slightly trimmed, do not have so many features, but honestly, don't be so afraid about the Adobe Photoshop. The new versions, they do come out. They come like every year, or there's a new update, and the computer is going to ask you for update them, which is slightly scary. But honestly, nothing changes. Maybe some names, not the layout doesn't change at all, to be honest. So I don't think it is the best tool in industry. Even the people like working on Mac as well, it sounds like it's really the best there. Some of the companies going to use the freeware. It's like the free software. You don't need to pay for it. And some of the other companies are going to use the best software, and which is going to be Photoshop, and not the Lightroom or something like that. When I heard about it, so you can do pretty much everything with the picture. Still don't know all the features. I don't need them, but like editing the pictures, I'm getting used to this now. And even the new versions, as I mentioned before, it's like honestly, it's like the layout is the same. Maybe some one of the or the other names are changing on a menu. It's like on files, edit, and all this. But the Photoshop, it's just been like super good. Like, and I think so. If you're going with the industry leader, and then you're gonna end up with other company, and especially in web design, like if you mention the Photoshop and you can actually do things in it, which I can, like resize and making the colors, themes, and only the basic stuff, to be honest. I don't really, I'm not a designer, but the Photoshop is there. I know there's alternatives, but I can't really go into that. Okay, so web development. Okay, let's put this away. Right. So website and web design software. Okay, I'm old-fashioned. I'm actually going for Dreamweaver. So actually I have it open here, to be honest. I'm double clicking on it now these days. Okay, let's have a look. Right, this is one of the websites. So you can go. The thing with this is it's Adobe, right? So it's been around 25 years. They have their own programming language, which died hard and it died. Okay, this is the split screen. This is the design screen, and then there's a live screen. Live screen shows a bit more picturesque scene of how it's gonna look. So this is how it looks. So this is one of the websites I have, and this is just a template. So there's no information here. So it's a siteforcrew.com. It's for the websites. It's for the people who want to get the job on cruise ships. Okay, I'll tell you more about this later on. So you can actually go through the links here as well, apparently, if I'm not mistaken, but I never do this. Okay, mine will work a certain way. Advertising and all this, I do actually have Google advertising on websites. I love it. The thing that people have against this, because you can make changes on a screen, so you don't actually go through the code. Well, I can go on a code. So, okay, this is where I stop. On this website, you will find links to the employment websites, crewing agents and cruise ship, river cruise ship, yacht, charter companies, complete emails. You can. Okay. I can change the text in a code, or I can change the text in a design. Because it's a blog, it's the best for me. I don't even need to actually do the code. All they say is it's a messy code. So basically, if you change it here, then it's going to make up a messy code, and the website is going to be harder to load and would never use anything like this. They're still around. They have all these good features here, and a code, and you can go to CSS is here as well. Get the CSS, so you have all the layouts and everything, which is nice. I really love this, to be honest. And lots of people say it's not professional, but for the blogger, for somebody who actually wants to need some checks, just to change some text and everything, is superb. I wouldn't say I would not. I'm not going to give it up. Never. Right, but if you need to do the website administration and everything, Sublime Text is one. Okay, whenever I take a course and there's another software for web development, I try it out. Sublime Text, why not? Go for it. It works. Brackets. Okay, so Brackets is something else. It's a freeware as well. So the Brackets is a freeware, and guess what? It's from Adobe. Adobe is backing it up. So there's some actually developers who are actually creating this software. It is not too bad. Let me double click on it. I'll show you how it looks. It doesn't have feature to look into the same software. There is sorry. It doesn't have a live view for the website within the program, but it does actually create the coding environment is actually good. So you just code in brackets, and yeah, well, it is also for the it also is good for iOS, so you can do it on Apple. So okay, it just takes too long. Like, sorry, I have so many things open here, so you know, Adobe Photoshop and everything. So my laptop is like pretty cool, but I don't think it takes a while. So brackets iOS, you know, it's a new trend, not using .com, but as the software website web development software, there we go. It is pretty neat. Environment is good. It can handle the CSS, it can handle HTML, it can handle JavaScript. It works pretty good. The preview is in the browsers, which is no problem with that. There we go, that's what it is. Okay, so if you're just starting out and you don't want to spill out too much money and just follow up and get used to one of the softwares, then probably this is one to go with because of the future that it might actually have. And as a website and web design software, it's really cool. So guys, you should take a note of it. If you don't want to spill out so much money as I have for the Adobe Dreamweaver, like here, then probably that's what you want to choose. Okay, really hope it was helpful. I really do. It wasn't like my best ever video, but by all means, okay, I'm gonna follow up on it, and the updates come, and next year I'm gonna release a new one. And thank you for watching, and hope to see you soon, guys.